live. So, welcome to Horror Makes Us Happy live chat. This is number 8, I think. Talking to Ms. Laura Lee Bahr. Welcome.
Hello.
Yay!
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes,
Yay!
yeah, I should say welcome back.
Yay!
That's the whole point of this show.
Yes. So you and I had talked via email, and actually, the last year or so, you released a book called "Who Was the Liar?" that apparently touched on many of the things that we had talked about in our prior interview. And for those who might find this later, what we do on Horror Makes Us Happy is we do a much more thorough, in-depth kind of interview that often takes hour and a half, which you'll be able to find digging through our previous videos here on YouTube, or if you're listening to this on the podcast in the episode list further down. But we interviewed Laura back in 2021. I think
that long ago?
Yes. No, I'm sorry, 2022.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
January.
Still a long time ago.
Yes, I mean, but some of the things that we ended up talking about on that conversation, the summary that we had was a number of things about power imbalances, grief, personal, interrelationship politics, not being able to talk about things sometimes because they're too present. The fact that the world won't change, but we have to stand up for ourselves anyway, and having a sense of hope that we may not be able to start over, but we can start again. And via the conversations we were having via email, and having now read the book, as you mentioned, that all of those things pretty much came up in Who Was the Liar?
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
I like that.
It was really interesting to, after the book was done, and as I was starting to think about people, how much I wanted people to read it, and what I was hoping they would get from it, I started actually thinking back on that conversation that we had and realizing how much of the things that we had talked about were still like these wounds in me that the book was addressing, that the book was a medicine to me for those things that we had discussed. It was a kind of like, wow, that was a great conversation.
And the cool thing is how many of those things cropped up. Like every single one of the things that I talked about comes up in that book somehow.
Well, the book, takes place, from a child's point of view, from a 10-year-old's point of view. And so much of the questions I think that you ask bring up things about like one's early experiences and the first sort of understanding of things that are, what is horror? What does that mean? And what is our relationship to it? And the thing that has more than that you actually said, I remember, I think it was you, Steve, who said something about control. And I remember in the conversation, I was like, that's not it. It's not that, I don't want to have control. But then the more I started thinking about it, I was like, it's not that I want to have control. It's the feeling that I have no control. It's the lack of control. It's the feeling that these things affect me and there's nothing I can do about it. That is so enraging or so deeply upsetting, or all of those things. And that is so much about like when you're a kid, or, like when these things are all around you and they affect you, but you don't have control over them.
Yeah. Self-determination.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Well, the idea of like, how do you figure out what you can do and what's yours to do, and then what you can't do and what's not yours to do. It's, I guess all kind of down like I was saying to myself something like, I was like, it's like the Serenity Prayer, except for there's also like that thing of like, there's some things I can accept that I can't change. I don't.
Well, that's where you get to the wisdom part, the wisdom to know the difference. And it's just both.
Yeah. Well, I realized that the thing I was changing was I was just putting wisdom in each of help me to accept the things that I know I can't do anything about, but are still happening, that I'm not okay with, but
Therein lies the challenge.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It can be fun challenge.
What was there was something else that I was looking through our notes from our call. The other thing that I remember from your call, it was the very interesting, uh, not out of body experience, but it was dissociative. Maybe is the right word.
I think an out of, so it depends. There's like different definitions of an out of body experience, right? An out of body experience can be one where you are aware of your body, but you still feel yourself leave it. Mm-hmm. There are people who say that could still be an out of body experience. And then of course the out of body experience where you like totally leave your body, or you still have like a cord and you look down on your body, right, and you can see it and you can sail away. Yeah. So what, have you had one, Chris?
No, I'm just like picturing that. It's an interesting concept. Like there's the I guess like when you get pins and needles, it's almost like you're unaware that digit is even there. So you have your out of body experience where you're outside your body. You have the concept of a cord still connecting your body, but you do not feel your body at all. You are just in the ether floating out of your body. Whereas there's the other out of body experience where you can still kind of physically feel yourself. Like you know you have a concept of where your physical self is, where the other one is just like completely disconnected.
Yeah.
I think shit, I just had the word a second ago.
Ptarmigan. It's a bird.
No. Shit, I just said it a second ago. The word that's coming to my mind is discombobulation, but I know that's not the word. Disassociation. Yes, thank you. That's the word for it.
Told you it's ptarmigan.
With a P.
Yes, a silent P.
Yes. So before we started this call, you also mentioned that you've got another book coming out.
Yes. Yeah. It's coming out July 14th, and it is called The Knocking. It's a Gothic historical fiction. It's my first historical fiction, so
cool. Period piece.
I'm very excited about it. It's a lot of fun. It was okay. Really fun. Who is the Liar was a very like, I still work to try and make it as entertaining as possible for people to read. Like, I really want people to, I'm not the kind of writer who's like, I want you to like read one of my books and then just be like, oh, like that's not what I'm going for. So I tried to make it a, like exciting, oh yeah, that kind of feel. Yeah. But at the same time, it was a hard book for point blank. Oh wait, I'm back. It was a really difficult place to put myself. Whereas this one has been just like fun. It's been a lot of joy. But it takes place in 1850. It takes place in New York. A newspaper woman going to petition Horace Greeley against the Compromise of 1850, and encountering at his house a young girl who she and her sister are responsible for the knocking, as my reporter calls it. But basically what you might have heard about, like these like knocks, like yes and no, the beginning of like seances and like Ouija boards and all that great stuff. So there's spirits and like seances, and like my reporter trying to be like, I don't believe in any of this, but this phenomenon that's happening.
That sounds fun. That sounds awesome. I love period pieces like that have like a little bit of a cult in them, and because I kind of did a little bit of that myself with my webcomic. It's set in several different time periods. Really, it starts in 1940s, and now I'm doing the chapter in the 50s. But later on, there's going to be one that's like in the early 1900s, and it's just fun to like look up historical things that have happened in a certain area. Mine's also in New York, in upstate New York, and it's fun, but it's also challenging sometimes to look up things, because you have to like look up things like, I don't know, was this product even invented by this time?
Yeah, lots of that, and lots of like this phrase was not known until blah 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 time.
That too, like simple like just idioms and phrases, like wait, can I use that?
Yeah, they never. There's all sorts of things that they didn't say then. And things that they did. And they're like, no, that doesn't play.
There's a question. Is the dialogue of your characters period specific? Like, do you have to write in an old-timey way kind of?
So what, I'm very much like
poetic license
of myself as the reader.
Yeah, okay.
And so my character has a kind of, well, I did my best to not be there. There are a couple instances where there's a couple little winks of like, that wasn't exactly in 1850. That was maybe 1930, but it's within the context of the story. I know my reader's fine with it. But also I tried to make it like, it's told in first person, and so my narrator has a little bit of a style to the way she speaks that is, it is not like an old-timey way of speaking. It is much more kind of like short. I mean, you could say it's, but even papers back then were like, oh, how many words can we put into one sentence? We know you are so intelligent, so we're going to give you all the words.
And yes, and flourish and everything.
Yeah, so this is very much like, it's a kind of breezy style to make it like fun.
Yeah, plus that works with her being the narrator, because honestly at that point you're speaking to the reader, so you can speak in their language. It's just the narration of the story. That doesn't have to be period accurate or whatever.
Right. So that was the and it makes it fun because she has a really
she's sassy, isn't she?
She's sassy. She's sassy and she's funny, and she talks a lot about how righteous she is, and she's a real like, I'm going to change the world, and being in that kind of optimistic mindset is a nice
change of pace.
It's a nice change of pace from
it sounds like
criticism.
From a previous book, it sounds like that was a little bit of a breath of fresh air to go from like dark and foreboding to, okay, let's have fun with this one.
Yeah.
There were a couple scenes in Who Was the Liar that were, I'll say, were sort of like knife's edge. There was nothing, I didn't feel there was anything that was actually traumatic in that book, but there were moments where you like towed that line to where I was thinking, oh, I'm sure that there'd be listeners or readers, I was listening to the audiobook version, but readers out there who would be reading these passages and on the edge of their seat kind of thing of, is it's going to go where I think it's going to go? I don't know if you do anything like that in the more recent book, but
I'm trying to be as gentle as I can with the reader in this next one. You're right. In the last one, there's definitely like we go, like it knife's edge is a good way to put it. In this one, I really am just I want to tell a scary story, and it's gothic, and it's like so spooky and ghosts and like stuff like that. But I'm not out, and there's a serious. One of the things that has been so great for me as an author with this next one is that in digging through history, and you may find this in reading those letters, and you may have found this in looking like in the 1900s, like in looking at history, there's something very healing in realizing that all of the shit that we have now, they've been dealing like the same shit, different year. Like it's been like, there's something very like as you start to like look at history and look at the things that people have been dealing with, there's a lot of problems that they had that we don't have now that can kind of be like, oh, like in 1850 germ theory wasn't like really a thing. Like
we don't have things like the Black Plague and tuberculosis shit.
Pasteurization? What's that?
Like 1850, like not like it was. Women died in childbirth all the time. The number two ways women died were childbirth and kitchen fires. Like it just like that was. Kids died.
Yeah, we've come a long way. Is it? Yeah, past those times. That's good.
Yeah. So when you start thinking like, oh, ways. Like that was a. And a lot of like medicine. What was medicine back then? Like the doctors. If the disease didn't kill you, the doctor did. Like, they'd be coming in there and bleeding you. Like,
yeah, this boy needs leeches.
This guy needs right. That was science. So yeah.
There's that meme of, you've got ghosts in your blood, you should do cocaine about it.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Freud.
Yeah, 1850s.
That's probably the biggest thing is in writing this book. Like, this was pre-psychology, not, but like pre-people talking about psychology.
Okay, yeah, back in the times where if you were, anything other than mentally normal, you were just sick and thrown in an asylum to rot and die.
Yeah, and like people didn't like you didn't. No one talked to you about like, oh, you have had something really terrible that happened to you. Obviously, you're in grief and mourning and need. Like, it was just like, no, just keep going. Like there was like the.
No, this one's broken. Put it in a broken room. Should we talk to it and try and fix it? No.
Beat it.
Yeah.
There's a show that my mom told me about a while back that's about that. I think it's called not The Mentalist. Is it The Mentalist? No, because that's a stupid name for a magician.
But yeah, mentalist. Like, this was the beginning of like mentalism and magnetism, and so there was all these like different like psychology and stuff like that kind of fell under these like things like channeling and mediumship and the way in which people contacting spirits and things like that. Like, all of the stuff that nowadays we'd be like, oh, that's like you're dealing with your repressed childhood trauma. That was the sort of things that this phenomenon of knocking and occult started to address.
Okay. Here's where I was wondering when the occult was going to come in.
Yeah, so basically it taught like this is how the like psychology of people dealing with their grief would start to manifest itself. And also at that time, women didn't have were not seen publicly. They were not, politicians. They were not trendsetter. Like, you didn't hear them talk. So
yeah, they were too busy dying in kitchens and giving birth.
Right.
Doing women's stuff. Yeah.
So mediumship started to become this way in which women started to have these, being magnetized or channeling these voices. It started to be a way in which women's opinions or women's voices started to be heard, even though it was a woman channeling, some spirit.
Wow. That says a lot for misogynistic society. So the only way that women were taken seriously publicly is if they were to channel a dead man.
Yeah.
Okay?
But they did all the time. Yeah. They were channeling Ben Franklin. Like, Ben Franklin was like channeled like left and right. Ben Franklin had a lot to say from the other side.
I'm sure.
Lends itself to a way you can possibly just falsify that to get something you want done. Like, I'm Ben Franklin. Yes. Give me $100.
Yeah.
And then my face is on it.
My face is on it.
Yes. My brain was going towards the American version of the Greek oracles that
yeah,
that was pretty much the only place in Greek society that women could have not only a voice but an entire I was gonna say household, but island to themselves to protect themselves and protect each other too.
Yeah.
God, that's gonna bug me. I was reading something just a couple of weeks ago about there's either a book or a movie based on an old Greek play where some, I think, Greek king believes that he's got to sacrifice his wife to some god, and one of the Greek oracles for, I think it was Artemis, sends one of the priestesses and says that basically gives a story about how Artemis is so proud of this woman for being willing to lay down her life for the country that she will allow one of her sacred deer to be, sacrificed in her place, kind of thing. But in exchange, you have to give up your wife to come now live with us at, our oracle, which is then done, and she's, honored in this way, which is, from a modern perspective, seeing through all of the political, layers there, that basically it's, they're like, here, kill this deer, and you're coming with us now. Like, we'll take care of you.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
Well,
you don't know what play it was?
I don't remember it off the top of my head. I'd have to go look it up. But yeah, I think it's a Greek play, and then there was some movie that. Oh, Killing of a Sacred Deer.
The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is that what that movie's about?
I mean,
loosely, I think maybe.
I think it's a retelling of the Greek play that I just described.
Oh.
Interesting. So the movie I saw was just about some asshole who got this guy's son deathly ill and then made him kill. Spoilers.
Yeah, I didn't see that movie, but I know people who did. But I know people who did, and said you wouldn't like this movie, Laura. But yeah,
I haven't seen the movie myself.
Nice.
Who is not nice?
Barry Keoghan, his character.
Oh, I haven't seen it either. I've been doing research for a horror trivia game that we've been putting together, and so it's been taking me over a year. I set myself this. It was an unrealistic goal that I didn't realize was unrealistic at the time. But we have, our Discord server, and people had asked, can we do a horror trivia night? And I was like, sure, that's a great idea. So I started looking up trivia questions, and I wasn't very happy with the quality of the lists that I was finding, because a couple different things. There was, you'd have a list that only has 10 questions or 20 or 50, but because you'd have to source from multiple locations, there'd be overlap. Maybe the questions weren't written very well. They're kind of vague. So I was like, I could do better than this. So I was like, and then I thought, well, I'll be comprehensive about it. I'll go look up a list of like the top most popular 1,000 horror movies, and I'll just do like 5 questions each. That'll be 5,000 questions. It'll be plenty that, by the time you get to the end, you'll have forgotten what's at the start, so you can start over again. It's taken me a long time to do the research, and to be completely honest, I haven't watched all the movies. Some of them I have seen, but some of them I have used plot synopses from Wikipedia kind of thing. And so digging through the one for Killing of a Sacred Deer, that's what got me to the doing the what's the word, down the rabbit hole. I was reading the article for Killing of a Sacred Deer, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's about this Greek play, and then just click on that link, and I'm not reading about that.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, since you had read the synopsis, if that did confirm for you that it was based off that, but that's actually how that you went down that rabbit hole, as you were looking into that movie. And, interesting.
Yes.
That explains a lot then, because all right, we're into spoiler territory now. I'm sorry. It is very Greek play for someone to be forced to choose one of their family members to murder.
Yeah.
Like that. It was a little ridiculous for a modern film.
Oh, it's coming back to me now. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No,
but then he doesn't. But like but Artemis doesn't come and save anyone.
Not in the movie, no.
No.
Well, then.
It's a Yorgos Lanthimos film. What do you want? They're not exactly happy films. They're just weird, awkward, and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Except for Begonia. Begonia was awesome.
I wonder if you...
Was that a Yorgos Lanthimos film?
I wonder if you can find any modern, not recreations, but productions of the play.
Probably.
Yeah. So, when you get some time, look it up and do some research.
Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yes.
It was Yorgos Lanthimos. Good. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. I would not have remembered that for the life of me.
It's the one thing that sticks in my brain. Everything else just...
Yeah.
But movie stuff, I got it.
Yeah. Who do you like for the Oscars?
Sinners. I hope they do win a couple of them, at least the music. I don't know. God damn it, there's so many. Yeah. I was just watching someone else do a review on them tonight. I'm gonna follow the herd and say One Battle After Another, because it's a great fucking movie.
It is amazing. I love it's a real like hug of a movie. I was like, thanks a lot. That's a feel good movie for 2026, 2025.
We could use more of those.
Yeah.
It's not. Well, I mean, it's like it just has like I rewatched like the first 20 minutes of it, and I'm like, that is such a great like, and that sequence. The sequence between Benicio del Toro and Leonardo DiCaprio that starts in the karate studio and ends with him hanging up the car is like, I think my favorite. Like, it's my favorite P.T. Anderson movie. Those 20 minutes.
Was that a single shot?
No. Oh, okay. It's not. It's just it's like a 20-minute sequence of
but yeah, it's intense. Like, you're right. It starts in the karate room. I think he gets his gun and he's like, all right, we're gonna go. It's from there, so, it's just like
the performances, like that little sequence was like, I was in heaven. It was so good. It was so great. It was so great. And those two characters that they made into real people were like my favorite thing that either of those two actors have done either. And I'm the person who watched Titanic like 15 times in the theater.
You like this more than Titanic. I'm calling the agency.
Well, also, when you're younger,
yeah,
you like things that are different than when you're older.
I have two very controversial things to say. One, I've never seen it, and two, they both could have fit on that piece of wood. I've seen pictures of that scene, at least, and they could both have fit on that piece of wood.
Here's the thing. In the sequence, she tries to bring him up on the wood.
Yeah.
And then he falls off. And then she tries to bring him up again.
Okay.
And it's so she tries. They try.
So she does try multiple times. All right.
Yes.
I guess.
And then he's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So they do try to negotiate it. The thing is, like, with the weight balance, it's not working for them both to get on. I forgot about
buoyancy. Okay. Also, I imagine they both have a good degree of hypothermia, so their limbs just don't work as well as they should. Maybe she really tried.
Yeah, and basically, like, she's on it, he's trying to get on, and because it's like, they could have both fit on it, except for you don't know what the balance of this piece of wood is, right? Yeah. Like, it looks like it's big enough to fit two people, but it looks like it's big enough to fit two people if you like put them like next to each other side by side, and they were able to like negotiate it in freezing cold water. And
just prop yourself up, put some resistance on the ground that's not there with your foot, and you can prop yourself up and you can both evenly see.
Right.
Yeah, when you put it that way. Yeah.
And then the weight of two bodies. And then the weight of two bodies submerging the door partially, so that you're both now halfway in the water.
Yeah. And that was the way that they could do it, is they would both be halfway in the water, and that's when he was like, he'd be on it. James Cameron is many things, but he's pretty he was pretty into the science of it. So.
Oh yeah. I even went to the bottom of the ocean.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Camera to go to the bottom of the freaking ocean and actually film the Titanic.
And he didn't die. Too soon?
He didn't die. And the footage that he took of the actual wreck is incredible.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that man is nothing else if not like obsessively obsessed with details.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is, sorry to go into Titanic for a moment, but I just want to say, like, as a kid, I was obsessed with the Titanic. Like, the idea of the ship, and then the idea of the iceberg, and then the idea of the ocean, and of like just trying to contemplate those sizes in my head, like the size of this huge ship and the size of this huge ocean, and then the size of this huge iceberg, like the idea of it like hitting, like that, it was like one of those like deep, it was deep. I was just like, whoa. like this like man-made toy.
It triggers the mild thalassophobia.
What is that?
Fear of the deep open ocean, because it's just that vast and just all-encompassing.
Yeah.
It's fucking big.
Yeah.
Or sublime.
And deep. So deep that they couldn't find it for so long.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a big ship. It's not a small ship.
No.
It's rather Titanic.
Rather Titanic.
I'll be here all night. Where are you going?
Leaving the chat now.
User has left your channel.
Speaking of users on the channel, it got a couple people in chat. If anybody in chat has any questions for our guest, drop them in chat and we can ask away. What else is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, StokerCon's coming up. 2 months, 3 months.
Tis.
Where is it this year?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, when is it?
June early 3rd. June, right?
It's like June 3rd, I think, or 4th.
3rd through the 5th, I think.
Are you all going?
Yep.
I was about to say I'm going. Maybe. We have not determined whether or not Chris is, but
I haven't purchased airline tickets or my StokerCon tickets yet, but I'm going to get right on that, Rose.
Yes. I reserved rooms for us both, but apparently those can be canceled. So if he decides to back out, looking at you. Yes.
Well, who's organizing it this year?
Good question. I don't know off the top of my head.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so Pittsburgh people.
Yes.
I'm catching up.
Yeah, I've got I got 1 or 2 emails on it, but I don't remember them saying who was organizing it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I do recognize a couple of the guests of honor that they're having. I don't want to repeat the names because I can only remember a few of them, and I'll end up forgetting the others. But yeah, no, I've been trying to get Chris to come out because I went in 2023 and it was a blast, and I'm sure he would love it.
Oh, awesome. I went in 2022. I think it's the last time I was there. I actually have a StokerCon book. Hold on. I'm going to take out my prop. StokerCon souvenir book. Oh, yes. 2017.
Oh, wow.
I was 2017.
Wait, hold up the book again. Was it a ship? Is there a Titanic ship on the thing?
Yeah, it was like on the Queen Mary. Speaking of Titanic.
Okay. It's all connected.
Yes.
It's all connected. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, it was on a ship. It was on the Queen Mary, and I lived in Los Angeles then, so it was so easy to get there.
Nice.
I just.
Yeah, this year and next year they're both going to be in Pittsburgh, which is only like a 2 or 3 hour drive for me, so that'll be easy.
Oh, that's great. What state do you live in?
I'm in Ohio at the moment. Between
you told me that
already.
Yeah. You told me that.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up moving here in a couple of years. I wasn't planning on staying here permanently. I came here for work, but yeah, here at the moment. And when I realized it was going to be there in 2023, I was like, oh, it's just around sort of around the block, so I can go make that. And I'm glad I did because got to finally meet in person a number of the people that we had interviewed already on the podcast and meet a whole bunch more.
Meet a whole bunch more. We got like a year and a half worth of guests after you went to StokerCon.
Almost 2. Chris and I were talking about this. At one point I counted it, and after StokerCon, 36 of the next 40 guests that we interviewed were all authors.
Come on, that's like the convention magic right there, right?
Yeah.
That's
how many guests did we get from Spooky?
That's
none yet.
That's well done. Well done.
So 2026, we're kind of veering back into the film side of things because I know that after we go to StokerCon this year, we'll probably right back to the author side.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Okay, we'll put more effort into contacting film people. because we'll already have so many authors from StokerCon, so that way we'll get just a bunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, are you still in LA or?
No, I live in Massachusetts now.
Oh,
wow.
Other coast.
Yes. I had we were going to move here for a year or maybe 2 that has turned into 6.
Oh.
And, seems to, at this point, we have no plans to go elsewhere. So
Massachusetts is nice.
Yeah. I really, I very much miss so many things about Los Angeles. Mostly my friends.
Yeah.
You kind of, when it's so easy, even in LA, it's so big that it gets to the point that like somebody who's 20 minutes away, they might as well be 2 hours away. It's like hard to like negotiate space and time there.
Yeah.
But there's so much happening. There's so much exciting art happening all the time, and everyone's hustling all the time. Nobody's just your barista. Your barista probably also, is an amazing guitarist and also wrote a screenplay and juggles. Like 50 is like the jungle there.
I think of the population of many hats of LA, the one given is everyone is something, and I'm writing a screenplay.
Yeah, you really I don't think you're allowed to leave. If you are there for more than a year, you're not allowed to leave until you've written a screenplay.
It's in the charter.
It's in the charter of Los Angeles. Like, where's your screenplay? Or at least have an outline. You don't have to have actually written. You at least have to have an idea.
Yes, you've got an idea.
Where's your elevator pitch?
Yeah. What is it? It's something meets something.
Yes.
It's the Killing of the Sacred Deer meets Titanic.
Oh.
Basically, they're on this boat and they have to choose which of their kids is going to get on. They can all fit, but they don't know.
Which one's your favorite kid?
Which one's your favorite kid?
There's something
it's cursed. You have to do one or the. It happened because of your hubris and bringing.
Of course, it's always because of hubris
in the first place.
Right. It's your fault.
Yeah.
My favorite quote about the Massachusetts area came up in our interview with Robert Atone, where Chris was asking him about Lovecraft and reading, all the Lovecraft. And did you read it, imagining the Massachusetts accent? What was your?
Because Miskatonic or whatever is it's always based up in Massachusetts.
Wicked evil sea creatures.
Yeah.
Kid, there's a wicked evil sea creature out here with tentacles. A little bit too Jersey. It's not quite Boston, but you get my drift.
But the thing is, to do a Massachusetts accent is,
it's a thing. It's like a oh god, what is it in Baltimore? It's like the Baltimore accent. Like the Massachusetts accent, it's its own thing. It's very hard to imitate because you don't really speak it correctly unless you are from Boston.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you sound like bastard and packed a car in the yard because I'm in the movie Jazz.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Now that I've lived here long enough, I know enough people with the genuine accent to know, not necessarily how to do
it. You're almost there.
Hear it.
Yes. So if you're not going, got a little notification about 15-minute warning. If you're not going to Stoker, are you going to any conventions coming up soon?
Yeah, and I don't know that I'm not going to Stoker. I'm in a writing. I have a deadline, so I'm trying to see how I do in getting this next book I'm writing. It's due the week after The Knocking comes out, so it's a aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crunch time.
It's crunch time, but I am planning to go to BizarroCon. In May, which is awesome.
Where is that located?
It's in Portland. It's in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
And Speaking of which, the StokerCon thing that came out, the BizarroCon thing came out at the same time too. That's BizarroCon.
Nice.
It's so good. So yeah, BizarroCon I'm going to in May, and then I have tickets for Nikon in July, I think. Yeah. So BizarroCon is like it's a really small con, and for those of us who've been going, like we can't miss it. It's like sort of like get to see your like
old friends.
Yeah, it's a chance to really like hang out with people and spend time, and it's great. It's great. And then Nikon, I've never been, but I hear it's really awesome, and they call it like this. It has that same sort of feel of like no pressure, everybody's hanging out.
I love cons like that. Yeah, like where all the celebrities just hang out with people too that are not behind a wall, behind security. It's just it's just chill.
Yeah, that kind of vibe. So that those are the kind of like that's the kind of feeling I like in my cons. Sort of like like just getting to hang out with people and laugh.
Why not?
That's what I ended up doing the last couple of spookies I've gone to. Is just like there are so many events and tracks and things, and I end up just like hanging out and drinking with my friends.
Yeah.
Where's Nikon going to be this year? Do you know?
It's in Lowell, Massachusetts, I think. Okay. It's like it's in Massachusetts, and it's like it's apparently like they like take over a like campus, and everybody lives in the dorms for like 4 days.
Nice.
Huh. Okay.
Come on.
That's
And like so and as far as like a con is concerned, it's very much like it's an all-inclusive, like you get food and like you're paying for the venue and the food. Okay. And
I like food included. That is a nice
food
thing.
Included.
I mean, it's like a land-based cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
There's something
God
there.
himself could not sink this land-based
Be one hell of an iceberg. I don't think I probably won't get to go to either one of those. I've been trying to focus on staying within like a 3 or 4 hour drive. Hit the ones around here before venturing out further. That's why I'm happy that.
Oh yeah, because you said that was in Portland, right?
Well, Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, and then the other one in Massachusetts. So.
Yeah, Massachusetts.
I did make an exception for going to Scares That Care AuthorCon last year because we had that was our 5th anniversary, so we handed over that T-shirt. So that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was awesome.
That was
signatures on that shirt.
Yes.
I bet. Where was that at?
Williamsburg, West Virginia.
I
think.
That is more than 2 hour drive away.
It is. Although all of the problems that I had between the like the Uber, the traffic, the construction, the flights, all the delays, all that crap, I should have just driven. Like,
yeah,
it would have been in an 8 hour drive, but it probably would have been worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Plus, you get to travel in the Blue Ridge. Yeah.
Or may I suggest the joy of riding on a train? It is my favorite way to get a place that, like, I mean, a couple of years ago, I did like a 22-hour train ride to Chicago. Wow. That wasn't fun. I mean, it was still fun, but the like train to like DC from here is like 6.5 or 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But that, going to the airport, going through security, getting on the plane, getting off the plane, going through like that sort of stuff takes so long that like to me, like the train is just, it's so awesome. You can walk around.
You can look out the window at stuff. Like,
it's just, I love it. I'm a big fan.
Mm-hmm. I've not been on a train since I was very little.
Yeah. I haven't been on one since I lived in New Jersey. That was a while ago.
I found out that train doors are not like elevator doors, and when you put your hand in them, they don't automatically stop. They just close on your hand.
I'm so sorry you had to find that out.
Yeah, it was like I said, I was like 5. So yeah, kids at that age are just they're made of rubber and titanium.
Right, your bones haven't like made themselves into bones.
Exactly. I just needed an ice bag and I was fine.
Yeah, it's like you're fine.
But yeah, word to the wise. Train doors, not like elevator doors.
No.
They will just close.
No, they close. They mean it.
And now you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, trains are awesome. I'd like to ride one as an adult, where I'll actually remember it. And, you get to look at the scenery and
it's great.
Walk around, like you said.
Yeah, and the seats are bigger and like.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, that too. God, yeah, actual leg room. Yeah. You're not like 90-degree angle. That's it.
Yeah.
Or the ones that are standing up now.
What?
Airplanes?
Yeah, there's some airline, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head now, but they're like trying out ones where you're not literally standing up, but you're very close to it. It's somewhere
that's
like
worse
between
than the double-decker seats I've seen. Like that's terrible.
Yeah.
Wow. Standing up on a plane.
Aren't you supposed to not stand up in certain situations? And please fasten your seatbelts because turbulence.
But maybe it's like one of those like rides, like that ride where you stand up, like, and then like
you're buckled in while standing up.
Force like keeps.
We're just going to have to temporarily strap you to the wall while we get to this turbulence.
Just strap you in. Planes, like the same thing, like about the open ocean. Like sometimes when I if I look out the window and I think about it too hard, I have to be like, no. You have to. You can't think about it because.
Nope. Just put it out of your head. That or embrace it. We're over the open ocean. What happens if we fall? We'll probably just die.
Thanks.
Okay, that's the finality. Appeases me about that when I have that dark thought. Like, well, it'll be over quick.
Yeah. If you're above 40 feet.
Bounce. Yeah. If I don't think about it, it's fine. Or if it starts to bounce, then sometimes I'm like, I'm on a ride. It's a ride.
I like the big bounces where it's like,
whoa. It's gonna be fun. It's fun.
Again?
Woo!
Not as fun when you have arthritis.
Oh, do you?
I am starting to get early onset arthritis in my back.
Oh. Yeah, well, I don't actually think it's fun anyway.
Well, it never really bothered me before, but now, sometimes if it lands just right, it's like, ah.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
There's some sort of thing like with the plane and the pressure. I once like an hour out after the plane ride, I just started like dripping blood from my nose.
Ooh.
Because I don't know, like something happened with the pressure. It was a very freaky moment of just like
Eggos? Like maybe
what? Yeah.
I wonder if it was the pressure or maybe dry air, because there are times that I'll get bloody noses from being in really dry air.
Which airplane cabin is kind of like they have the dry recycled air, so I can see that happening too.
Yeah.
Maybe. A combination of the two.
All this bullshit is all the more reason to just ride more trains, people.
Yes.
Ride trains.
This video brought to you by trains.
Choo-choo.
Your friendly neighborhood Amtrak.
That's good.
Is still a thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Amtrak was the one I rode when I was 5.
Yeah. They're the biggest cross-country train.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is regional.
Still goes.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Well, it's been what?
Nothing. I was just gonna say.
We're getting close to the 1 hour mark here, so I thought I'd start wrapping up and say it's been great talking to you. Please come back and join us again sometime. And
it's awesome to see you both. It's awesome to get to. I wasn't at the Stoker Con,
right?
That, so it's good to put faces to your voices.
Yes.
Yep.
And now if I do go to StokerCon, then I'll see you and I'll be like,
hey,
I know you. And then you get to see each other, you get voice, and then you get this little tiny screen head, and then you get real life. It's it's
more
and more real.
Going in tears. Yeah.
Yes. Well, hopefully we'll see you there.
We're just going to get realer and realer.
Okay.
Horror story there.
What happens when real gets too real?
That's most of life, I guess.
Well, the other thing I wanted to say before we close here is to suggest that people go back and check out our interview with you, with Laura Lee Bahr, at further down in our playlist. There's also on our website, horrormixeshappy.com, we've still got your bio page, so they can go there to read more about you and click to any links that we had there for you. Chris is going to be hosting a live stream of himself working on his webcomic, horror-themed webcomic pieces, in about half an hour on Discord, and that a link to that is also on our webpage. And Laura, did you want to drop any links or tell anybody about places they can come visit you?
The book is available. You can click on Find Who is the Liar and pre-order The Knocking. Those are both on Amazon. You can just put in Laura Lee Bahr, author, or Who is the Liar, or The Knocking. Those will come up. And then I have a website, lauraleebahr.com. And I'm on all the,
all the socials.
All the socials, as they say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and hopefully we get to see you in person.
Yeah. It's awesome talking to you both.
Have a good night.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you at Stoker.
Yep.
See you later.
Bye-bye.